Morning, fellas. It's that time, and it's that temp, and it is what, Wednesday, September 30th, and there is no living room furniture in the garage. Living room's done. So, also, we'll go upstairs. In this room, she's trying to figure out what bedroom set she wants to get and put in here for a spare bedroom. And in this room has become back my hobby, or my model room. So the game room is empty. I can shoot pool again. Actually, we sat up here and watched a couple of football games on Sunday and shot some pool and drank some beer, me and my sons. So what that means is the housework is done and I'm back on the Camaro. Oh, happy days. Let me go turn off these lights in here. Yeah, the carpet was installed last Friday. So, still haven't pulled everything out of my office and the storage huts to fill this china cabinet, but we're getting there. We'll open the door. We're going to be a little overcast, but we're going to be up around close to 100 today. We're getting low in the 60s at night, so that's a good thing. All right, what we're going to do on the Camaro today. Remember, what was it? First we had Plan A on the back electrical here, and that was to find these clips, which I could never find. So then we went to Plan B, I think it was, if memory serves me right, which was using these guys, and then with the Command Performance Strips adhesive. Well, while I was working on the house, oh, the adhesive gave up the ghost. So now we're on to Plan C. So let me shut this off and I'll show you what I got in mind. Hang on. All right. Along the lip in here, if you put your hand in here, roughly right along in here, there's an edge. Not much of a one, but there's an edge. I have a bunch of these. When probably I want to say maybe about 10 years ago, I was flipping a 1984 Corvette. And it had front end damage, and I had to get a bunch of these. But they click right on that lip, like that. Okay? All right. Then what I did is I got some angle iron or Allen head studs. And I will screw right in like this. And then we can tighten them up. Not too tight, we just want to lock the... So if I do that, this is number 41 drill rod. And if I sit there and make a C and weld it onto the back of here, or even slide it in the inside, like trying to do this one-handed is a little hard, guys. See, lock it in there. Hold on, let me set the camera down. So if we slide it in there like that, and then bend it and put a C, then I can wire tie the wire loom to that. Or put it as a straight like this and wire tie the wire loom to that while it's hooked onto that flange like this. That's plan C, so we're kicking that around. Now I'm afraid to weld because the heat might distort and might lose the tension in the steel, or the spring tension in the steel for it to clamp. But that's where we're at today. So this is what we're doing today. We're playing with this. So got a whole bunch of, I got 12 or 14 of these, I think what they called them. Hold on. Let me get the receipt from McFadden Dale. I think it's right here. Yeah. You know what they call them is 5/16 by 18 half-inch socket set screws, and they're stainless steel. So that's what we're going to play around with today and see. So when I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey fellas, well here's my thought. Let's see. Oh, sure. Not going to let me do it. Hold on. It's not going to let me do it one-handed. I need two hands to do it. Just bear with me. Alright, here we go. Alright. Now, I thought of welding these, but then I was afraid I'd lose all the spring tension in the clamping force in the clamp there, which fits really nice. So went up in the hobby room and I've got this stuff, which is supposed to be really good, but it takes 16 hours for it to cure 100%. And then I got this quick cure from Venture Hobbies, which is a hobby shop that I used to go to back in the Midwest. They're no longer in business. And it sets in 5 minutes. It can be handled in 15 in full strength in 1 hour. So I'm going to use one on each and see how it comes out. And we'll go from there. The thought is that I can bring the wire loom along where the pencil is, and then take a wire tie and come across it like that. So we'll see. While that's setting up, what I'm going to do is start taking these off and getting this back, getting ready for it to get back in. It's for me to install these if this is the way I'm going to go. Again, I'm going to use one with this and the other one with that. And we'll see who's going to set up. They both guarantee to say that they're going to hold metal, so we'll see. As always, thanks for watching. When I have more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey fellas, guess epoxy has a shelf life. This stuff is still good. This side is still good. This side is dried up. It wouldn't push down. All I kept doing was dumping this side out on the paper tray. So I ran and got a couple more to try. Loctite Instant Mix. So they have 2 tubes. So this stuff that I had from Venture seems to be working still okay. I mean, put it down like this so when it goes into the car like this, I can come across it like this with the wiring loom and then just zip tie it around there. This one we're going to do flat, but I think we will try the Loctite. No, we'll try JB Weld first and see how that goes. Hey Nick, guess where I went to lunch? It's right next, well, it's down the street from Home Depot. So that's what we'll do. We're still going to be playing with this. We come up with one that's going to work, and which way is going to work, either up or either flat, and then we're going to start mass producing them. So that's what we're doing this afternoon, is just playing around in here. Sure wish I could have found these. And that's the funny thing about it, is I took that off the wiring loom for the tail lights. So thanks for watching. When I have more, I'll turn it back on later. Hey fellas, epoxy is set up for the touch, but not all the way, because I could still move it around. But I had to see which way to go so I can continue making them. So I don't know. I don't know, can you see that? So that's what I'm thinking. It looks like that'll work. And whether I decide to do, I think I'm going to do them flat. Because I think the flat's going to work out the best. So we know a way where we can use this one, but I need to figure it out so I can start making them in mass quantities, so they could set up tonight and I can install them. I think I'll be back out here tomorrow, so I can install them tomorrow. So that's what we're going to do, and that's how we're going to do it. And I think we're going to use the JB Weld, the clear weld. But I think I got some electrical to do on the inside. So like the brake light, or the brake light switch got to go back in, the turn signal switch has to go back in. So I'm thinking I might do about 4 of these. Ah, bless me. Oh, excuse me. I think I'll do about 4 of them and glue them up tonight and see how they do. And if they work out, I'll be able to do this side of the brake light housing. And then tomorrow, then I'll do 4 more, and they'll be set up for Friday. Or, well, I won't be out here Friday. I got granddaughters Friday, but Saturday they'll be out here, and then I'll be able to install those on Saturday. Yeah, we're back on the car. No more in the house. So I think I'll get a little production line going and do these 4. And then we'll go ahead and set them up. And then we'll see how they set up overnight. And then we'll do these others. What is it? 2, 4, 6. The other 6 tomorrow. See how it goes. But I think this is going to work out better than these did with the Command products. Main concern is whether the epoxy is going to hold, but it's not. The only thing it's holding up is some wire. That's it. And as long as that clamp stays in there, it's not going to go. And that clamp definitely is not moving anywhere. Rather than getting 1/2-inch set screws, I could have sat there and got the 3/8 ones. But it's neither here nor there. A little Loctite on them as we final install them, and we'll go. So, as always, when I get more, I'll turn this back on later, guys. Just in case anybody wants to ever use this, this is number 41 drill stock. These are, I was from a 1984 Corvette when I had to put the front end back together. I always order extra. I always like to have extra on hand. So it's 1984, I think I said. Yeah, 1984. And that was flipping about 10 years ago. Again, this is 5/16 by number 18 thread. That's 18 threads per inch. Coarse, in other words. And with an Allen head. And the Allen head size is what? 5/32. So, this is number 41 drill stock. Okay. The first bend is 3/4 of an inch. This bend is 1/4 of an inch. And that's how I made them. Right there in the vise. Nothing really fancy, nothing, just real down and dirty and simple. We are using clear weld, JB Weld, clear weld, quick setting epoxy. It says it takes almost 24 hours for this stuff to set up 100%. So we're going to give it a shot. We're doing 4 of them. We're going to let them set overnight, and then we're going to do the next 6 tomorrow. And if this JB Weld doesn't go good, then I have Loctite epoxy. So, but the JB Weld was holding on the one I did earlier, so I think we're going to be fine. So, we're going to assemble these, get them all gooped up, work a little bit on the wiring in the car, and then we're going to call it a day. It's going on 2 o'clock. This one here is doing real fine. So I think we've got it. And unless you really get down here and look, the only thing you see is a stainless steel, can't talk, stainless steel set screw. So we got 3 more to put along this loom here. You can see the one I got to cut off back here, but we'll do that from inside the trunk, and that'll go probably up to that brace right there. So this has been a fun experiment anyway, to say the least. So this is going to be it for today. We might pick this up tomorrow. We don't know. I'm playing it day by day. It depends upon the wife, you know. She might come up with something. But I told her I wanted to finish out the week in the garage, and she said she didn't have a problem with it. But I got some other stuff she was mentioning the other day, but I said it can wait till next week. So, as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. You guys have a good one, and I'm really happy to be back on the car. Later.